Everyone, welcome to the weekend edition of Sofi Update. As you can see in the background right here, my son decided to join me and he said, I'll be absolutely quiet like a fox. So can I be in the room? I was like, sure, why not? So don't mind, he's gonna be there, and right here actually, he's gonna be there and he won't say a word as he promised. Okay, so I feel like this update that I'm doing today is kind of an important one because we cannot catch a break. Anytime, and I also feel like a broken record actually, because anytime we get a rally is followed by a major sell-off and stock like Sofi and others see all-time lows day after day. Now I know we all have lots of questions from the market. We want to know what is actually going to happen in the coming months and when are we going to get out of these crazy market situations. The video that I did before this talked about the timeline, and I still feel that we are in this pain for a very long time, for at least till the end of 2020. And if you own pure and simple stock, then you don't have to worry about anything except no return on your money for a very long time. But if you are in options, then we need to talk because this is definitely not going well. Now, before I share the details of this video, at least get some free stuff. Click on the link in the description to take advantage of 5 free stocks and a guaranteed NEO stock. And let's see what happens with NEO, but at least we are not paying for it. So get a free NEO stock when you open an account with moomoo. It's actually a pretty good app. Their watch list, I actually recently started using it. Their watch list is awesome. More on that later, but let's talk about Sofi and what the heck is going on with the pricing. So Sofi is heavily shorted. It's a really shorted stock. Let me share some data that will show you how the stock is at the mercy of shorts right now. So on your screen is a chart. It's not very clear to read. That's why I have a table underneath, but pay attention to what's going on over here. The diversion that you see, it's actually not at all clear. The diversion that you see, this is the price and these are the shorts. See that cross? And anytime the price comes down, the number of shorts goes up. So take a look at a table. This table will make a lot more sense. February 28, we had about 120 million shares shorted for Sofi. Just 15 days before, we had about 101 million shares shorted. In just 15 days, we had a lot more shorts came in the market. But see what's going on since October. Since September and October, we have the shorts come in here. And then since December, after that huge, I would say, earnings report that came out, after that, we have seen the shorts increase at a drastic level. This is crazy of what's going on with this stock. Now, take a look over here. The short interest is up by 17 or almost 18 million shares. The short interest ratio is 1.96, percent float is 19.82. So the percent float is still very less. We are not going to get any short squeeze with this kind of a percent float. If it goes to over 50%, say 60, 70%, then we have a chance of having a short squeeze, but not right now. We are not going to get any short squeezes. But another thing I wanted to bring your attention to, and this is really interesting. Take a look at this. So this is institutional holding based on current filing, and I'm comparing it with December 26 numbers. December 26, we had about 36.96% institution that hold the stock now, which is up almost by 5% since December of 26. So a lot more institutions have bought this stock in this, I would say, downturn. But no, it's not all well and good. Over here, if you see number of sellers, we have a lot more sellers that also happened this time, where institutions actually got out and new institution came out, but the net institution was up. Then we had over here number of new buyers. We had about 179 new buyers, and now currently we have about 216 new buyers. On top of that, take a look over here. Number of shares held as of February 27. So just a few days ago, you can see it was down by almost 2%. We had 39.05 at number of institution holding the share. Now we have 36.96 as compared to February. So a lot more people came in January timeframe. So this I took in February or December of 26. So a lot more people came in January, and then they actually got out by the end of February. Right here, as you can see, we had a drop over here. Then if you pay attention to this, right now what's going on, we had more institution buy in the recent weakness. After February, see February we had about 39.05, and then on 3/6 we had about 35.66. So more people sold since that time frame. But now this was March 6th, and now March 11th we had about 1.30. That means almost 1% more people or more institution came in and bought. So these things, it's not a big deal, right? I mean, institutions go in and out all the time. The reason why I'm showing you this is because Sofi is heavily shorted stock. Institutions know the value in the long term, but yet they are going in and out and taking advantage of these price action. Most of these institutions are probably shorting as well. That's why the institution holding percentage goes up and down so rapidly. Along with that, if you see over here, new buys, no new buys right here. Number of new buyers as of March 6th to March 11th, because the market conditions was really bad. But if you pay attention over here, number of new buyers, we had about 3 new buyers as compared to February. So between those 6 days, we had new buyers, and then after that, number of sellers right here, number of sell-offs increased as well. So people came in, they bought, they took their profit, when the stock market went up by like maybe 2% or 3%, the stock went up, and then they sold. So that is what's keeping the SoFi stock price depressed for a long time. And we have seen that. We have seen algos running 15K share, 20K shares going in and out. This is really massive of what's going on. The volume on this company is so high, it's like trading like a large cap. So now with all the things that we discussed, what's really awesome to see is this, that while we are in crazy market downturn and looks like there is no end to sight, insiders are buying on some of the companies. I'm not talking about only for SoFi. I actually did a report on many companies where insiders are coming out and they are buying in open market. We know that Anthony Noto recently bought a lot of shares of SoFi in last, like I would say 5 or 10 days. But a lot more companies and a lot more share buying is happening insiders because they know that these prices are a bargain. I'll do a separate video on insider buying, but comment below and let me know your thoughts on SoFi and what do you plan on doing if we see more weakness in the market. Now quickly about moomoo. So this app is actually pretty awesome and you get guaranteed free NEO stock if you deposit just $1 and also get 4 more stocks. So now that's a pretty good deal for $1. And I like their watch list and charting. It's kind of different from others that I have seen. So check it out. I have provided the link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing and hit the like button. And for more one-on-one conversation, consider joining our Patreon and Discords. Links are given below. As always, a pleasure to share this. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day. And also, thanks, buddy.